She was on
Okay.
some bullshit.
I'm not on no
I
bullshit.
think I'm gonna come outside. Like, hey man.
First of all, I don't sound like that.
Hey man.
First of all, I don't sound like that. Second of all, I'm not supposed to. I don't need to.
I'm not gonna influence anything at all.
I know. I just crack under pressure, even though there's no pressure.
No pressure. No pressure.
Actually, no, you was pressuring. You was, just a little bit.
I was pressuring. I was just surprised. I was appalled.
Because I said, yeah, I got to chill. I got to get a new car, y'all.
Nah. It was just what you said that you wanted to do something this particular day.
No. I wasn't saying like this particular day. I just didn't want y'all to do it without me. I like doing this.
Yeah. Well,
And then, like, we
you
always
still
be
able
doing
to
shit
do this.
after. No, I'm saying, like, we still do shit after. So I'm like, no, like, we
right.
might do something.
So you said that, I was just like, oh, I mean, either way, though, you know.
Whatever. I'll probably go
I'm
anyways.
going anyway.
Did you hear me?
Outside. Huh?
Did you hear me?
What?
I said I'd probably go anyway.
See? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, hey, what? That's crazy work.
Oh, I'm just keep praying.
All right.
Okay. You ready?
Mm.
Oh,
shit. Okay.
Okay.
Yo, what's the deal? It's your boy Classic. Back with another episode of Classic Conversations. Got us only one Lex right here. Kiara, Yana.
Yo.
Tony Fats in the corner. What's up, man? How y'all doing?
Yeah, let the siren off for my man Fats, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Drop
you
a
gotta
song,
do
man.
What's up, man?
Drop in the corner, you feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
Good.
How
How are
y'all?
you?
I'm good, man. How y'all week been? What y'all do this
You know
week?
me, man. All's well.
Yeah, all is well. Yeah, all is well. What you got going on?
I just worked. I ain't really have nothing going on for real. Well, yesterday was my auntie's birthday party, but that was about it.
How was that?
That was fun. I love being around my family.
I do too, though. I've been around my family the last few weeks.
They be with the fam every weekend, man.
Hey, this nigga probably called me like 2 weeks in a row.
And you been with your family?
And it was a lot of time, like, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, my family, you know what I'm saying? I got to go to this baby shower or something. This nigga was like, they like, nigga, you always got something going on with the fam. Like,
Every week, man.
he like, y'all don't miss a beat. I was like, man, it's just that time. Like,
Yeah.
that July, August time, like, that's really, it's birthdays. I don't, you know, like, it's just a lot going on. Like,
For sure.
so, you know, being with the fam is like a release, though. For
It
sure.
is.
You know, you
I
just
love it.
chilling
The
with your
vibes.
cousins. When last time I had a family reunion?
It's been a minute
time
for
what?
mine.
Since you had a family reunion, your family.
I think they just had some. I had went to some. Both of my parents are from Benton Harbor, Michigan. So
Oh, okay.
I had just went to something maybe a few years back, like maybe the year before like probably like 19.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
They just did something this past summer, but I didn't make it.
You ain't slide, yeah. I think the last time I had, well, my dad's side just recently had a family reunion. They usually do something like every year.
Yeah.
But my mom's side, it's probably been about 7, 8 years since we had like a family reunion.
Mine been a minute. We supposed to have one next year. We're supposed to do a cruise, a family reunion on a cruise.
That should be good.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire. I ain't been on a cruise in a minute.
I love cruises.
I think I was like a kid. I was like, I probably was like a freshman in high school last time. I haven't been since an adult though.
Okay.
I'm not really like a water,
Person.
like being on water and surrounded around
like
water.
actually being on water, not necessarily sure like how I feel about that.
Yeah,
It's
that's
definitely scary
different.
because like when you go out on the boat and then you look and all you see is water and you don't see nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's scary because you don't
I
know
got
what's in the water.
seasick too. I got seasick when I went.
I wouldn't have like no motion sickness and shit like that, but
Yeah, no, I got. It was bad too. Like,
They say you're supposed to be, I think, in the middle. No, maybe in the front of the boat so you don't feel it.
yeah.
I don't know what it was. Like, it just came out of nowhere.
Really?
And you know what I'm saying? You just get like woozy and shit like that. But just me now as an adult, water, like ocean. I don't know. I would like to go on a cruise though, but it's just that's the only part. Like being
Cruises are
on
so
water.
fun. Like, I think my favorite part, honestly, was honestly just like the burgers.
The burgers.
Them burgers was
The
fire though.
burgers
I
are
do remember
so
them burgers. That's
good.
crazy she said that because I do remember those
Cause they
burgers.
good.
Yeah.
I ain't never
And
had
it was
no
like
good
they got
burger
like
like
24-hour food, don't they?
that. It's like certain, so like just basic stuff like pizza, like ice cream.
Yeah, because
Just
I
like
remember
that stuff
I
that's
remember
24
eating a
hours.
lot. I remember eating a lot. Like they burgers was definitely fire.
Because they closed it after a while, and once I saw they had no burgers, I'm like, I want to go.
Yeah. Them
I want
burgers.
no pizza. I want
them
a
burgers.
burger.
I do specifically remember those burgers from the Carnival Cruise. Like and like I said, I was a
Yep,
freshman
that's
in
why
high
I was on the
school.
Carnival.
I was a freshman in high school, so that probably was about what? About 18 years ago, damn near, you know what I'm saying? So I can that's crazy. When last time you went?
I went 2018, I think.
Damn, so that mean they been on a run, like, cause man, them burgers was slapping though. She ain't lying.
Hell yeah.
But that'd be the only thing. I did enjoy the experience of like going to the islands,
I don't like how short it is. Like,
the cruise.
no, like being on the islands.
Oh yeah. It's not
Because then it's like you feeling rushed and everybody's there.
right.
And then, like, you got to wait. a
'Cause if
long
you don't get
time.
back-
Yeah, you fucked.
You there. Ain't no way around it. Like you don't get back to that cruise ship. Them niggas just pulling off, nigga. And you gonna be able to do about it.
crazy.
Like
You ain't got shit.
what? You on a whole nother? You on the island? We don't know nothing. Nobody.
Nobody. And don't let them speak another language.
What if your phone don't even work? Damn. I know. I do remember that though. You know what I'm saying? I do remember that about the cruise for sure. But
Yeah, no.
so 2018, you was how old when you went?
It was for my birthday. I think I turned, I don't know. Damn. How old am I? 30?
Well, I mean that was 6 years ago.
24?
Oh, okay. So
That
you
sounded about right because I think we went right before COVID happened.
so you had a lit 20s or
My 20s was cool. I wouldn't say it was lit. Maybe like the tail end was lit.
my 20s was for sure.
I mean, I guess
time.
college, being at Western, that was fun.
Yeah, Western was dope. Western was dope.
Being at Western was fun.
I more so like Michigan State, but Western was cool.
So I remember when my first year there. No, my first year there, I had my suite mate was an AKA, and I had went to her little party, and we went to the party or whatever, and you know like the locals always coming around, and you know they want to be like a part, you know what I mean?
It's funny.
So like I hear knocking on the window, and of course I'm like, who the fuck knocking on the window? So I'm looking out the window, can't see nothing. I literally sit down, and not even 10 seconds later, somebody shot through the window.
That's tough.
That
That's wild.
somebody shot through the window, and then to make it even crazier, the girl, because you know, like we all like ran, like what the fuck? To make it even crazier, the girl that was standing next to me got hit with the glass. I said, I'm never ever going to a house party again, and I kid you not, I never went to a house party again
This was where?
at Western
Yeah,
in Kalamazoo.
Yeah, I know.
they get to it up there.
That shit was so scary.
I know one of my cousins went to Western. Central? What is
Western,
Kazoo.
In KZU,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
Western
Western,
and
yeah.
Central, I think is what?
Where's Central?
Mount Pleasant.
Yeah,
Mount Pleasant. Yeah, that's way up there. I never made it to Central.
Nah, that's too
That
far.
was a little too far. Yeah.
You never made it?
No, I
I
was.
ain't gonna lie, I never went to a state party.
I was for sure.
Never went?
I never went to a state. I never went to a state party.
State neither.
I was definitely one of those like party goers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I went to the Icebreakers. Michigan State has some of the best icebreakers.
I've never
I always
been.
heard about them. If you
Like,
get out
listen,
there. I never
man,
got out there, man.
listen here. Listen.
For real? Damn.
I never got out
Michigan State has some of the best parties I've been to in my life.
there. Yeah, that's what I heard.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I
Wanna know what though?
I went,
Go ahead.
I went to an icebreaker, it was me and two of my homies.
Yeah.
You know, usually, you know how it should be now, like, everybody be clicked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we in here, we probably standing next to each other. When I tell you, we walked in here, we all split up. Like, I didn't see these niggas for the rest to the end of the event.
Type shit.
Because that's how lit it was.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
it was just shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, and it wasn't hard to get no dance. It was like that.
Because that was when people still danced.
That was when people, yeah.
You feel me? Like,
Before social media.
We need to
like
discuss that.
shit
Let's-
changed. That's what I'm saying.
let's transition
club
into
culture,
that. Yeah.
club culture has
Yeah.
changed the way we party.
let's
Like,
get into
I
that.
specifically
That's a
remember that party. I was at the bar, bro. I'm at the bar getting a drink.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Shorty right here, whatever, she started dancing. It was no hesitation.
So-
you know what I'm saying? Now, you're not getting no dance in the club.
So listen, in the 2000s, there was a club. Well, it was called Oz downtown Ann Arbor, but it transitioned. It ended up being Oz. Ended up being Fifth Court. What the fuck was? This is back when downtown Ann Arbor still had like club culture. Like, I don't know if y'all realize, but like
No, I went to fifth quarter.
Fifth quarter.
I was at fifth quarter.
Fifth quarter.
I
is
went to
what
Studio
Oz
4
ended
one
up
time.
being. Oz ended up
Okay.
being fifth quarter,
Okay.
and then Studio 4 ended up being Dream.
Dream, right.
So
What about Nasty Neck, though?
the neck still go. That's
man.
that's really the staple.
That's
the one that
when
endured
Dream
and stood the
and
test of
fifth
time.
quarter closed when Necto
Yeah,
had their
yeah,
run.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That was the spot. That was the place to be.
Yeah, that's when Necto had their run for sure.
So Oz back then, bro. Like, listen, everybody from Eastern and all these surrounding schools, they would come here to Ann Arbor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To Oz, and to fifth quarter when it was fifth quarter still. Like, nigga, they all came here. So like, just how we all, because I know people who went to Eastern who would go to State. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But niggas came here too at a time. Mm-hmm. That's what's so fucked up about here. It's funny. I laughed when she said something about the locals, because all the people who went to Eastern, they used to just talk about the locals all the time. Like,
Yeah.
that was on Facebook. I'm talking about I was on.
Yeah.
I had the
I know what you're
Facebook.
talking
I
about,
haven't used
yeah.
my Facebook in about probably like 6 or 7 years. But when I used to be on Facebook, like in the 2000s,
Yeah.
all the Eastern girls who I knew,
We'll talk about the locals.
Ipsy locals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ipsy Locals, yeah.
Ipsy locals came and fucked it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Always just talking about how the locals come and
Yeah.
they gotta be a part. Niggas in there.
Can I
listen,
ask
it
you
used
about
to
a
be
specific year?
melees and shit. Like, these niggas used to be coming and fucking up every
Everything.
fucking event.
Can I ask you about a specific year?
Yeah, what year?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you're older than us. So, like, what was it like in 06 as an adult?
Here, like, just being like, like shit
Yeah.
in that
Because I was
age where you can go
14, so,
outside.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
In
what-
06, so in 06, I'm 3 years removed. I'm 21. I mean, that was when I was going to like these places. You know what I'm saying? Like Studio 4, Oz. Man, it was lit here. And,
Yeah.
or at the crib. Like, out where, you know what I'm saying? We stayed like, it was still like a college nightlife. Like, nigga, you be on social media, something like, nigga, and the flyer pop up, like, oh, I'm outside.
Like, we
nigga, all
outside.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's Sunday.
so
Sunday,
Right.
too. Sunday, they had, nigga, they used to have
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Studio 4 and
Right.
Oz both. Sunday night.
Sundays?
Lit. It's lit, really. It's lit. That was the night. That was the night. I was showing up, nigga, and nigga.
Can I
in that
feel
bitch
like it
with-
was
nigga,
different?
even before 06. Like, when I first got out of high school, nigga, I used to be in there, nigga. I knew the bouncers, nigga. I used to bring a fucking bottle of champagne before I could even drink in my fucking nuts, nigga, in my pants. And them niggas would let me through. Them niggas would pat and nigga not act like they didn't feel it and let me slide through that bitch.
It just get, yeah.
And then
right.
I end up popping that bitch. I go in the back or something, pop it, and then come out like.
I asked that because I feel like our culture was popping at that time. Like,
Locally.
Yeah.
Yes, it was, it was.
And MySpace was incorporated
All
with
that was
shit.
happening.
Right
Yeah,
before
hell yeah.
social media.
You
became
know,
like-
like,
Yeah.
because I threw a party.
Yeah.
I threw like a 8th grade going into like
high school.
high school
Type shit.
for all the schools. So it's like I had
Not you had an Ipsy.
Ipsy,
icebreaker.
I had Willow Run,
Icebreaker.
I had
Oh,
Lincoln,
for high school.
I had Romulus,
That's crazy.
You had a high
Inkster,
school
I had
icebreaker?
Sure.
I had
That bitch
everybody
probably
in my
slapped, too.
basement, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, I could probably call a random motherfucker that was
Right
there,
now type
and
shit.
they'd tell you like
Yeah, it was one of
that
them.
party.
It was one of them.
I had everybody in my basement, bro. My basement was full
Yeah,
of people.
for sure.
It was so crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that might have been when the motion started. Cause
Nigga said
I'm gonna tell you,
Nigga said I've been emotions.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to
Hell
you.
no.
When I tell you, you know, like in the movies, like you throw a party and then you just become
And then
like
you just
the,
like this
yeah,
huge,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
When I tell you, bro, I threw that party and I threw it in the summer. Still to this day, I don't know who this person is.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody came to my crib looking for me. It was a female. I don't know who this is. Cause I played football. So I was at practice and my mom picked me up and she was like, yeah, this girl came by looking for you. And I'm like,
Huh?
she came by looking for me because nobody knew where I lived.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? To
right.
the party. So I'm like, you know, you think I'm like, okay, like I said, it's the MySpace days. So
sure.
you know what I'm saying? You gotta see who this is.
Who could it be?
But I'm
man?
like, so you would ask the ones you talking to, like, you came to my crib, they're like, nah. And I'm like,
Who the fuck?
when I tell you, I don't know who this person is still to this day, but like she came to my crib twice.
Yeah.
Both times I was at practice. This is after the party. So that's why I say like this is
That's when the motion
06.
started.
That's why I asked about that year because like 06 is like when it started for me.
Yeah.
That's when I knew. Like when I went into high school, I was like, oh yeah, like I'm that nigga. I just threw a banger, nigga.
You did. You threw an
You feel me?
icebreaker.
I threw a
He for
banger.
sure threw an icebreaker.
You threw an icebreaker, nigga.
Like
He for sure threw
dead
the high
ass,
school
like
icebreaker.
dead ass.
You threw a
Niggas,
fucking icebreaker.
niggas in 8th grade going to high school type shit. So this a big moment.
It is.
Niggas had their little school dances, but this a big moment. And I think at the time I lived in like the Willow Run area, so
Oh yeah.
you know it was like, man, people still talk about that party to this day. Like they'd be like, that's one of the best parties I've ever been to.
Where
Because the
was I?
music was
That's
popping,
wild.
like that was
that's really what
Lil
it
is.
Jon,
Yeah.
like E40 had some shit out. Them Franchise Boys, nigga,
You know-
D4L, like this, all that shit. So like,
Now I got a question.
What's that?
As far as music, do you think the 2000s had the best music or the 2010s?
or the
We not gonna-
2010s, the 2000s for sure.
I honestly
thought she
think
was
I
gonna
meant the
say 90s.
I really meant the 90s. I don't know
thought
why
she
I
was
said
gonna say
2010s.
90s.
Okay, so the 90s or the 2000s?
Me and him already had the discussion about that. We actually was gonna do a thing about that. But yeah, it's tough. Being in
very
the
tough.
90s, it's tough because the in the early like the single digit 2000s, that shit was elite. That shit was really good.
So honestly, I said the 90s at first,
Yeah.
but when I had made a playlist,
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
dog,
when I made a play, when I made my play, a lot of music that I really, really
Yeah,
fuck
you was trying
with
that too.
tell you,
was the
dog.
2000s.
Yeah, I feel
Nigga.
it. I feel it. I really do.
it was
I mean,
so
like, it was just,
much
like,
music. That's
banger
why,
after banger
that's
after
why
banger,
I
like-
asked about 06 because it was like so much music out, bro.
Yeah, it was.
Like that type of shit influences what go on outside.
Yeah, it was.
Eh,
It was.
You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
like
No doubt, no doubt.
if shit moving like that in the culture.
I mean, in 06, man, I was 21. So that was
What a time to be
yeah,
alive.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, on some real shit though. Like in 06, I was 21. Like, so
You was rapping in?
yeah, hell yeah.
I feel like we got the worst of it of the culture though.
Yeah.
Who?
Like our generation.
I ain't
Y'all
get the worst.
latter
right
years.
now.
No, like I'm
The
saying,
latter
like
years.
as
'cause it's
far
just
as
all,
like with
just so
social media,
mainstream
it
and
just
it's watered
social
down.
media, yeah, like it just kind of like
It's all
creates
watered
so
down.
much. Then you got the young dudes, the YNs, young niggas.
The YNs.
See, like,
Everybody be
See, you wanna know why it's different for me? Cause it's like
because you got to
I
experience
was still
it.
kind of outside as a kid. I just wasn't
Yeah.
doing grown shit.
But
yes,
I mean,
you
you
know,
got to
listen.
experience it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's just
like I
different.
was
It's
still
different
like
for you.
I was still in the mix.
You
like,
felt enough of it to where at this point with it being trash or whatever it is now, like, you know what I'm saying?
I
Because
wouldn't say
it's not trash. Listen, the thing of it is that it ain't for me. But whoever is young, like, nigga, this shit lit. It's lit.
Yeah.
It's everything is when you young and this is your time, it's lit.
lit, yeah.
Period. There's no way. You know
But
what I'm
I
saying?
just feel like Like, as far as, like, the music, I mean, there's good music still,
No doubt.
don't get me wrong,
Absolutely.
but, like, you know, music kind of, like, influences.
It does.
You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So then it's just, like, this type of music is just, like, influencing, like, just a bad...
It's different now,
like,
for
We
sure.
was in the club.
culture.
Nigga, I was in the
That
club
good.
in business casual attire. Niggas
Bro,
was rocking.
Yeah.
I need to find my
That was the Kanye.
pictures.
That was the Kanye. The Kanye era. The sweater vest with the
Bruh.
polo
I
under
was
it,
in the
like,
club in
hey,
business casual,
no,
gang.
niggas
I
was
remember
wearing.
seeing a tweet.
Hey,
Somebody said,
that
let's
was
bring
my
back the
fit.
business casual
That
era.
That was my fit. I'm not.
yeah.
When that 808s and Heartbreak came out, that was my fit.
Yeah, for sure.
The polo
Yeah.
under the sweater vest with the Pradas, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
that was
crazy.
I
my
got mad
go-to
pictures, you know
fit,
what I'm saying?
dog.
Me and my niggas was doing parties at Club Blue downtown, and
I
we
went to
doing a
Club
lot of
Blue one
stuff, man.
time.
We was at Blue, and
That nigga Kanye
man,
a go, dog.
Elysium,
No, he really
what was
is.
it called?
That nigga
Plan
a goat,
B,
man.
Plan B is what is it now? Trust.
In the city?
Yeah.
Would they close Trust?
They did?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
well,
don't
it was,
think- yeah.
that venue originally was this place called Plan B.
Oh,
And
okay. It was like that. Yeah, man.
See, I just feel like we
I
can't
would-
even
I
enjoy
do-
it now.
That's what I'm saying.
because,
I do
like,
wish I could have experienced like the real club culture, like
Yeah.
the Hot in Here
It
video.
was something to experience.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like,
like we leave
You
out
was
this
gonna get
bitch.
that type of shit, like more so
Sweating.
downtown, like Ann Arbor.
drenched.
Downtown Ann Arbor was the type of venue.
I'm walking out full of drinks.
Something like Studio 4 would
Shirt
give you that.
off,
You don't get
nigga.
that at Studio 4 back then.
Sweat dripping down, hair
You
sweating
don't get
out.
that at PJ's back then.
Yeah.
Blind Pig, all of these, like Blind Pig is probably like the most realistic comparison to like a Hot in Here. You know,
Okay.
because it's a small venue. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
It's
I
small,
wish,
but
Now
it's
you got
dog.
everybody that just like to stand up.
I got
don't
the later.
dance.
I got the later end of
Yeah,
it because I
okay.
came out. My graduation year was 2010, so
Okay.
I got like the latter part of it where
Yeah.
niggas was still kind of dancing.
Yeah.
Booths wasn't that much.
Yeah.
Drinks was. You feel me? It was
Yeah.
cool. But just like that mid 2000s, like
Bro.
that
You want to
club, like
experience
that
it?
club culture, like I wish I could have been outside.
Yeah, the best club
I would've
culture
been.
is like the back end of the single digit 2000s, like you saying, like the 06, 07, probably from like up until about like 12, 13, 14 ish, like around then. That
Yeah.
shit kind of dies down.
Cause that's when I
because-
stopped going to the icebreakers. From the time I graduated to about 2014.
Yeah.
That I was going to hella icebreakers.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
you listen.
Yeah.
Getting off work,
Yeah.
I'm hitting a Eastern party. We can drive up to State,
Yeah.
Western.
Yeah.
They gotta been in Toledo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel me?
It's so funny because I've never like went out and experienced like a different school party,
Yeah.
but I've always went to like the Western ones,
And
the
it was
Western
lit,
ones
though.
were
It was
hell
lit.
yeah.
Nigga, I wasn't
You
even-
They had a
haven't gone
90s,
nowhere.
I wasn't
they had
even in
a 90s
school.
versus 2000s party. That shit
Yeah.
was
I
lit
went
as
to a
fuck.
community college, but you wouldn't be able to tell.
Bro. Like
I was at the
but-
universities.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? U of M, all of that. Like U of M had like its own little like damn near neighborhood
Can
for the
I-
black shit.
Let's talk about U of M real quick. Let me tell you something. Do you know I wish I would have went to U of M because Moneybag Yo was here yesterday for the game.
I ain't impressed.
But let me tell you something.
I ain't impressed. That's crazy. But
I'm
that-
just
he's like a
saying,
year
like, it
starter.
just- it be
I
like
fuck
so
with
many-
Moneybag.
But no,
it's
I'm
like-
saying.
here
So
just
what
on
I'm
that
trying to
side.
say is,
Yeah.
it's like it just be so many people coming
Yeah,
in. Like you had
yeah,
Obama's
yeah.
daughter was here.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I should have just stayed here and went to
Yeah.
U of M.
Oh yeah,
Without-
Michigan. I tell people like work. You know what I'm saying? Like working
Yeah,
for
no,
like working for them at one point. I talk about their brand.
Yeah.
The M logo like gonna bring some motherfuckers out. Point blank.
Man.
Period. Like somebody gonna come through Ann Arbor, and
That's what I'm saying.
it's a lot of people that live in Michigan, probably from the city that ain't never really been to Ann Arbor. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? They get the stars, you know what I'm saying? People come out like,
It's a lot of
I
people
think
that
they,
come to Michigan, to U of M to go to school. But I'm just saying that because like, I don't know.
I
You
mean,
know, I
it
wanna
was
be in the
cool.
entertainment industry,
It's
so-
I don't know. It's different. U of M is an international place.
Yeah.
Man, there's so
You
much
know?
prestige at that school, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of time, even when they come into the seasons ranked and shit, like, it's just really based off of prestige. Like, they have built so much
The
prestige.
brand,
Yeah,
the brand
just
is
built.
bigger than
They
anything
just
else.
come in ranked high, and they might not have no talent, but like the name is just garnering so much attention and
Yeah.
respect. Like nigga, put some nigga the respect
Bro.
is on that name, bro.
Yeah.
On
You
the
get-
little bit
you-
that
for
block
real.
him.
Yeah.
It's respect on that shit.
Amazing Blue.
Bro,
Nah, for sure.
niggas come to
sure.
the hospital from
For real,
different
bro.
countries.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah.
Flown in and shit.
Just for
Flown in.
a visit. You
know
know what
what I
I'm
mean?
saying?
Flown
Like,
in.
bro, this is
I flew my
one. This
jet
one of
here.
the best hospitals in the country,
No
bro.
cap,
Michigan?
nigga, I flew my private chopper here and fucking landed on the roof of U of M.
Man, you a fucking. You know how many
They
times?
They got down,
you know,
rushed down to the
shit,
ED.
You know how many times I've been on the elevator and
security and
just
shit.
a casual conversation. You find a motherfucker from
Bro.
Switzerland.
Bro, casual convo. And you just sitting there on some shit like, dude.
Like it just like
Nigga.
yeah. I came
Niggas
from
in here
Switzerland.
heavy.
Motherfucker from a different
niggas
country,
in here
though.
Heavy as shit.
Dog.
Heavy.
A lot of
Real
motion
heavy
going
shit
on in here.
You
This
of them
real
got some heavy
heavy.
motion.
Yeah, bro. This I
Heavy.
tell people, I say, bro, it's a hospital. That shit feel like a museum,
Ann
nigga.
Arbor is some real prestigious
real.
shit though, bro. Like,
It really is.
it's a real prestigious
Yeah,
place,
it
bro.
really
I ain't gonna
is.
lie. Like, it's
Small-
a different
small.
little area, bro.
Small.
Growing up
But
on the
like,
street,
speak
it's
volume.
shit. It do though.
It
It
speak
do.
volume.
It do.
And it's not small. Like that's kind of what I don't understand. Like I get it, cause U of M takes up the whole downtown Ann Arbor. Like U of M is literally Ann Arbor, right? But like you have like U of M of Flint or U of M of Dearborn, but like I just don't understand. Like why not expand?
They do.
No, I'm talking about to different states.
Oh, I mean,
Like I get it, like yeah, you know, like the name and just like Ann Arbor and stuff like that. But like you could have like different clinics and like different, cause either way it go, like yeah, U of M, like
I mean, maybe.
the blueprint is in Ann Arbor, but like think about it, people
But
come
it's,
like you said, they
it's
come from.
Michigan. It
I
probably make
know.
more sense to buy like.
I mean, yeah, but like you could still have like Michigan doctors, like U of M doctors in like different states. I feel like I don't know. I feel like that's just how you gonna get more money.
They do. They definitely be buying
I
up
think they need
shit.
to expand more.
They done bought floors on St. Joe's.
Yeah.
So like they got like
Like I get it, you know, just kind of like staying here. I don't know. Maybe it's a different type
it's-
of like business mindset where like bringing the money to Ann Arbor.
it's for sure.
versus,
It's
like,
for sure a lot of
expanding.
prestige. You know what I'm saying? And they just that experience. Like I said, like see, I hate to divide it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not meaning to divide. Like it's not a race thing,
Right.
But it's a real thing. It's two sides of Ann Arbor. You got the black side and you got the white side.
For sure.
So
That's true.
when I'm going to parties, it's like the black it's like their own little, it kind of feel like a neighborhood. You know, like I don't have a problem because I've been to a party where it was a white, you know what I'm saying, where it was white, a lot of white people in here and I got kicked out.
That shit.
Oh hell no.
You know what I'm saying? They walk up to you and tell you like, hey,
For sure.
you know what I'm saying? Like this, we need y'all to go.
For sure.
Like, oh,
sure.
you know what I'm
like
saying? Like,
what it
I'm,
is. It's
yeah,
us.
yeah. This not,
This is us only party.
and
And
I'm
that's
fine.
crazy
You know what I'm
'cause they
saying?
love
Like, help
jacking
me
our-
understand.
jacking our culture.
But it's like you go to the black party and it's like anybody could be in here.
But that's how it is for
How
like
much it's gonna
fraternities
take?
and sororities.
How much it's gonna take
Yeah.
to turn them all white pies
You
into
can't
nigga
turn.
pies?
You can't
I'm
turn.
all white positive.
Like a lot of the like white fraternities and sororities, like this was a huge thing because you know, like even on social media,
Man, listen.
I remember specifically there was this white guy. He joined a fraternity. I think it was a Kappas, and it was just like trending like over social media a few years ago. And it's just like it's always like black people are so welcoming and inviting, and like we take anybody.
Man, you don't even want to
Like,
get
you got
this
a
a whole
good-
other convo, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like black people are just so like we're open arms. It's like an open door policy when you come
Listen.
down to black people, invite other
Listen.
people in.
What I'm saying in
But then-
hindsight is the black parties were way more lit.
Of course,
Of course.
Why?
Way more
I ain't gonna
lit.
lie. Let me tell you, I drank from a keg before,
I have too.
Yeah.
but that's fun.
Yeah.
White people,
Like
white
that.
But I'm
people know
talking-
about
I'm
parties.
talking about party, though.
White culture though is whack because it's bland. But I fuck with white culture though because you need to be able to be like diverse. You know what I'm saying? You need to be as a nigga. You need to know how to be able to operate in a white setting.
You know I'm gonna have
Like,
to clip that.
Yeah, for sure, and that's fine. I don't give a fuck. But you know what I'm saying? As a nigga, you need to be able to know how to diversify yourself and be able to like be like, you know, act a
Duh.
certain way, like keep code. Like you know what I'm saying? Like code
Like
switch.
you can't just
You know how
like
to
let
let code
everything
switch.
loose for real.
Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like code switching or whatever it's referred to as these days. I just think it's
Code
about
switching.
more so about like, yeah, that's what they refer to it as, right?
Yeah.
It's about being cultured. you need to be able to be cultured. Like I need to be able to talk to like, and I know how to talk to niggas in
How to
like a
operate
setting
yeah.
where it's professional or where it's like some white niggas or whatever. Like, but I'm still at the core. Who I am is I'm a nigga.
You a nigga,
right?
That's
But
true.
again,
Yeah,
My bad.
so, so yeah, though, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what we as black people, like in our culture, we don't venture out enough and experience different shit enough. A lot of us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we
like
don't.
how you been able to experience Western, like you know what I'm saying? Like you don't. A lot of us don't get that type of
stepping out the comfort zone.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, sometimes you.
And that's
force
one
it,
thing
though.
I can say I did in my 20s. Like
You
I
should force
went
yourself.
I went places.
You know what I'm saying? All of us
Yeah,
should.
but a lot of people don't really like to force themselves. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, like, honestly, being comfortable is comfortable.
Yeah, I know what
like,
you're saying.
You know?
I feel you.
Like, I'm not about to step out and be like, around
You
all
want to
these-
know what? Even working on wind turbines, like I found comfort in discomfort, and I feel like that was something I
Yeah.
needed to check off of my.
Bro, we
Well, I
went,
think-
like
we,
growth as a
we
person.
went through the discomfort
Yeah, for
when
sure.
the shit.
That's
yeah, like it.
And
But
then
I
leaving there,
think
found
that-
comfort in discomfort.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was about to say. So never mind.
Go ahead.
No, I really forgot what I was
Like
about
when
to
I
say.
tell, listen, man, when I
Yeah,
tell
for
you,
sure.
like we went through a situation, like, cause of course, like me and Lex used to work with each other.
Yeah.
So
Can you hear me?
shit was green. You know what I'm saying? Shit was green. Like I'm talking about niggas was getting money. I had to be about what? About 22, 23,
yeah,
somewhere around that range. So I'm niggas working 16-hour shifts. Niggas getting paid. You know what I'm saying? And then out of nowhere, a nigga just clip it. Like when I'm talking about like clipped it, like just took that shit from niggas. Like no explanation, no nothing. Just
But you've been
And
working
enforce-
16s consistently for months, like.
I'm talking about you picking up bills. Like most niggas, cause this shit green. So yeah, I go get that whip. You know what I'm saying? That crib.
Right. I
You
go
feel
get this
me?
apartment that I probably could afford if I was only getting 40 hours. You know
You know what I'm
32
saying?
hours, right?
So a nigga
Sure.
come through and clip it, and it really just turn you into like like that really
That was like
helped
Voltron.
me
That was a
get
life
to the
altering.
point that I am today.
That
Like
was a life altering experience.
yeah, like it,
You really,
it
really like
yeah.
Jay, you been a different nigga ever since.
Ever since.
For sure.
Ever since,
Especially
like,
like as a younger
Bro,
nigga,
that shit had
yeah,
me ready.
yeah.
Like, bro, like
That was-
So
that
wait,
was
what do you
over.
mean? Like they just took
Man, nigga
hours
cut the
away?
faucet off.
Nigga
It's
cut
like
the
the
faucet
water
on
is
purpose.
running. It's like nigga, both knobs turned on.
And then they took some scissors and
It's
said,
like
"Doop."
nigga, it's like both knobs is turned on.
yeah.
Optimal flow, like nigga, and then the nigga shut both of them holes off.
Damn.
On
You
some
know,
spiteful shit. On some spiteful shit. Cause this nigga will tell you like, I've always been like a tunnel vision type nigga. So like I'm in a department, I really ain't even trying to fuck with nobody.
You trying to get your money?
You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't really trying to
We all
talk.
here. That's why
You
I fuck
feel
with
me?
this
Like
nigga still to this day.
you know what I'm
because
saying?
we do the
That's how
same
work
I'm
shit.
is.
just here to get my shit. So it's like it was just one time in particular.
Oh no, Mike.
This nigga still talk about this shit to this day, dog. Like this shit funny. I had just like, cause like I said, we in here. You working 16 hours, so it's like you know what I'm saying. I step out. You feel me? Go blow. You feel me? Get myself together. I'm working 16 hours, but I need to get myself together. So I remember this one time in particular, I bumped into this nigga on the floor. Right, I'm getting off the elevator. I just met this nigga probably this week. He walked up to me, and he was like, you went out and smoked? I let that nigga
looked me
dead.
dead in the eye and was like, nah. And walked past me.
First of all, why did you even asking that? I would say no
That's
too.
what I was like.
I don't even know who
What's
you
going
are.
on? Like, you
Niggas
trying to
like
snitch
that, 'cause
on
I
me?
do this shit too. But he don't know that though. I don't know you, my man.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
gang,
Like,
I don't know you.
and you coming up to me
I
talking about
don't
you
know
went out
you.
to smoke.
But
You could be a,
ask for the tape. And he
informant
know,
ass
you know what I'm
nigga.
saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I walked right past
Bro,
this
that nigga was like, bro, listen to me. That nigga looked up at me. He had glasses. That nigga had his dreads at the time. That nigga eyes was red as hell. That nigga had his hand in his pockets and was like,
No.
nah. And walked past me like, excuse me, fam. No, I didn't.
But
Like I'm not in this bitch high as dog shit right
we
now.
tapped in. That was my nigga. You feel me?
I laughed
Like,
at it. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I get it. Nigga, T didn't fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nigga, don't nobody know you. Like, you know, it's like, I don't
Right.
know what you on. Like,
Right,
and niggas mad weird in here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
be a lot of shit going
Yeah,
on
for
for
sure.
sure.
They like to be
Yeah.
a
All
friend.
that type of shit.
They like to be a friend,
Man,
and then
them
they'll
white
tell you.
niggas, them white niggas, them the niggas who gon' nigga.
I
Y'all could have been the best of friends. Them niggas diamond they own.
They about to get you
throwing
out of
them
there.
Niggas under the
They about to get-
fucking bus.
I didn't
nigga.
know what was
There's
going
no
on,
loyalty
bro.
in that
No
culture,
loyalty
bro.
at all.
And it's not a thing. It's not even a problem. Like,
Yeah.
they all move like that. Like, what do you mean? Yeah, I told on you.
Listen, I am definitely
Man,
one
I
of them
have to say
niggas.
it, man.
I had to, bro.
Man.
Man, you need to get help, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm some shit like that. And you
I'm worried
told
about-
my
I'm worried
man
about
over
you,
here fucking
man.
with meth, bro.
I'm worried about you, man. You left work to go smoke, bro.
Yeah, I'm
I had to
saying,
tell on
Oh,
you.
for
know?
real.
Bro,
Hey.
and the way that they even gonna process it and shit like that, they're gonna be like, bro, you a hoe ass nigga. Like, man, they still gonna be going to get coffee with the nigga. Like, hey, Jackson, you wanna go get some coffee, bud?
Dime a nigga out, dog.
And they be like, you wanna go get some coffee?
Man, to be in the
Dog,
car the
Or
next
text
day,
you.
same
Hey,
day,
Text
a,
you.
type shit.
motherfucking supervisor
Type
come
shit.
to you with a problem. They're like, well, shit, you know Jack.
They
Yeah.
tell them to tell, hell yeah.
You know Jack did this last week.
And you be like,
Hey,
how
that's why I
are
used
you
to
the
be in that
manager
bitch.
and you telling on a nigga?
Hey, that's why I used to be like, bitch, I ain't even in here.
No, you not even
changed
gonna
the
say
game in that
Hey,
bitch.
this nigga be gone.
Change the
Bro,
game.
I work this nigga for 8 hours, bro. I see this nigga for 30 minutes.
Did you say, look, on the last
bitch,
podcast,
nigga.
you said he was doing some shit he ain't have,
Bro,
he ain't had
Nah,
no business doing. That's why he
that's why I
was
said he
stuck
got
on the
stuck on the elevator in a whole other area.
Man, I'm in that bitch on my
these
phone,
the
like, them niggas probably about to
these
pull up.
niggas the reason I knew about areas in U of M, dog.
Nah.
You would go to a whole other side of the building, niggas wouldn't even
They
know.
wouldn't even know. I'm low key learning.
This bitch closed, but your badge work. Niggas over here for hours sleep.
Bro, swear to God, nigga. I swear to God, nigga.
Hey,
Finesse went to another level in that bitch.
it's a fucking floor in there.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga,
There's a lot
hell
going
no.
on.
it's a lot. You
There's
just
a lot
gotta,
going on.
once you get in there and you see,
And in my hospital,
I was around a lot of older niggas. Like, I'm young as hell. All these niggas older than me, bro. So I'm getting hip to all types of shit. Like, I'm seeing how this shit really go. I'm like, damn, these niggas getting off. I'm in here I'm doing the work. You know what I'm saying? Taking
Right.
my lunch on
Working,
time.
right.
You doing all. I'm like, man, these niggas in here getting off. This nigga done went to Royal Oak.
For sure.
Came back. I'm like,
They came back the
like, yeah, I'm like,
last
man.
30 minutes talking about who.
Pager didn't
I
budge.
learned the game. I learned the game like that. I ain't even gonna
I
lie.
heard it's
'cause,
not like that no more though.
I bet.
It's probably not.
It shouldn't be.
Yeah, nah, the way
This
we
shit
was getting
going
off.
on for 30, 40 years.
Listen, the way
as far as I know.
That's why I say my 20s was lit because I
That's
was
probably
getting
why
off
they don't
at
hire
work,
a lot of
nigga.
black people.
They shouldn't.
I was getting off at
You
work.
said what?
They shouldn't.
No,
We
no.
ain't getting off. We ain't
We was
getting
getting-
off
we
on
was
niggas.
getting
like-
off.
But my,
we was
but
getting
my
off,
thing
bro.
is, black
We was
people
getting
gonna
off.
find a way either.
That's what I'm saying.
Either way
And
it
that's
go.
you- that's you
so
and
that
them.
that don't mean that we should have the same type
Man,
of
what I'm
opportunities
saying
other
is-
people got.
Listen.
We just figure out. We just work smarter. Now.
We was getting off
They
so
don't like
bad
that.
when it ended, you
That
couldn't
ain't
even
no
be
place to
mad.
be for that. They don't want that. They don't want you doing that.
So
It'll never be like that again.
Yeah, the air that we.
It'll never be like that again. Nah, bro. Like when I tell you it was niggas rolling up in the room,
And there was some different shit going
you
on.
feel me? Like
damn.
no supervisor.
And we really like, took that bitch by the head. Like
Dog,
we had control of the
man.
You know.
Yeah,
And
I
was
try
eating
mine.
though. And was eating. Like I
Niggas-
said, I'm
niggas
in here.
ran us out.
I'm
No
in
wonder
here
why
for
he cut.
16
No
hours.
wonder why they cut the faucet off.
Yeah, they ran us
Bruh.
out of that bitch. The air
Niggas running
ran
up
us out of that
16
bitch.
hours every day and this bitch sleep for 8.
Man, I worked doubles on every weekend. I worked doubles.
So you really worked 8 hour
I worked
shifts.
16-hour shifts every Saturday and Sunday for 2 years straight.
Bro, real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
For
crazy.
2 years straight, I had no nightlife, like no weekend. My weekend
Running that
nigga,
shit up though.
I had my cheese and I had bills. Like one of the years, when my roommate left me, I ain't had nigga. I'm paying. And back then, $1,200 just for rent alone, but you busting everything down in half. A nigga leave you to pay it all. It's like 2 bands.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I do
you
remember
gotta-
that. I do remember that for sure.
remember
Yeah.
my-
Yeah, I do remember that.
Nigga, and I still have nigga. My that's what
Because that was
my
around
name-
that was around that
my
time.
name was on the lease.
That was around the time you clip shit.
Yeah.
So like niggas
Bro,
like
that changed my life.
bro. I'm telling you, bro, that moment right
That nigga
there.
changed niggas' lives,
That
bro.
moment right there is the reason I
That
am the
shit
way I am
changed
today,
niggas'
bro.
lives.
I
I'm not
promise you,
gonna lie,
bro.
That shit changed niggas' lives.
Real
know
shit.
what
You
I'm
just
saying?
see how this shit go, nigga. Like You got to base this shit off
shit.
what you signed on that contract,
That
nigga.
shit gotta happen regardless.
Like you got to have a size, something or
For sure.
something, because them
Something
niggas
shit's
ain't.
gotta shake.
Them
Something
niggas
gotta
ain't.
shake.
Bro, that nigga was spiteful, bro.
He was like a girl. He was gay. He was.
That nigga, when I tell you that nigga, and then he handled it like a girl.
He was a bitch.
I'm scared.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, that shit changed niggas' lives, man.
You keeping this on there?
Huh?
You keeping this on there?
Always.
What? Hell yeah.
All this dialogue.
What? And I wish, man, he lucky I couldn't articulate it back then. Cause that shit had niggas.
Man, I
that
saw
shit
the
had
nigga, and
niggas
I had
hot.
half of mine just on some real nigga shit to say what's up because honestly, he the nigga who hired me in there
Right.
on some. Oh, you already got a UMID.
He had let
and a
you
badge.
eat. Yeah.
Go ahead and get a badge. Oh, you got a UMID and unique name. Go ahead and get a badge. I didn't even have to interview no nothing because I had an internship in there when I was in high school.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Remember I told you that?
Yeah.
But I seen him at Sam's. I was getting some gas, nigga, and the nigga was right next to me. I'm like, shit. I stood in front of the pump on my phone while that shit was pumping. Like, I got nothing to say to this nigga.
Man, listen, bro.
This
That nigga. Imagine you
He
have.
ain't went to church with my auntie, with my mom, older sister, with her
Man, that
older,
nigga,
older
know,
sibling.
that nigga know my auntie. I don't
Yeah,
care
you
about
did.
none of that, bro. You feel me? Like you know the whole family, bro. You played it crazy, but that shit made niggas who they was. Like it made you.
Nigga, that's a part of who I am today.
It made you get out and hustle, bro.
That's a part of who I am today.
For real, like that shit changed my life. Like
sure.
I don't know how it affected
was, for
nobody
sure,
else.
for sure.
That shit changed my life though. It helped me understand. Like yeah, bro, you gotta get this shit on
It
your
can't
own.
be dependent on nobody else.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? What nobody else got going on. Like
Period.
I gotta do it.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have control of this shit. That's what it showed you.
And I thought I
You know
was.
what I'm saying?
I thought I was grand,
yeah,
nigga.
for sure.
You see, niggas work
You
for
gotta
free.
have control of this shit. Is what it showed niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, I was so locked in, I wouldn't even talk to niggas at work.
Type shit.
I'd be sitting there, nigga, just on the computer, nigga. Just looking up shit, studying shit. I said, bro, niggas got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm young, but y'all niggas got me fucked up in this bit. It was a wild time, but it was some of the best times.
It was.
That's when niggas was moving around, like, bro, niggas was going, like, bro, shout out Banks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like niggas was living. That time when you came up was at New Year's when you had that little. That's around the time all this shit was happening, and you see like nigga that shit was still lit. Like
Yeah,
some of my best years
funny
is
as
when I
fuck.
had no money.
For sure.
of course.
When I had no cheese, dog. Like some of the best moments of my life,
Sure,
bro.
For sure.
Of my life. I'm telling you, traveling,
my
going
life,
like I had
yeah.
no money. I got there.
For sure.
You feel me?
Did what you
I
needed
made
to do.
it there.
All the women of prayer.
Like I got there, and
On
them
the
was some of
women
the
of
best
prayer,
moments of my
man.
life, bro. I didn't have no cheese, bro. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
That's how it goes to show that material shit is just what
Yeah,
it is.
you know,
Yeah,
it don't matter. You know,
it's all about the experience.
The truth
Yeah.
for me, you know what I'm saying? In my lifetime, seriously, hey, I've done more with less, right?
Facts.
Because
Yeah.
when you got the least, you trying to figure out how to do the most with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like having money to the point where, like, when I started to have a couple little dollars, like everything that I do is like extra for me because I'm so used to kind of being like tight.
Like yeah.
yeah,
Like, oh, I
Yeah.
can do this. Like, I don't really care though. It's like I'm just doing it because this is what I wished I could
you
do when I had when I was like
When
pop.
they had-
But it's
yeah.
like I'm really kind of accustomed to kind of being like behind the power, like kind of being popped, and I be doing fine too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, I got a couple dollars around, I can do X, Y, Z. But it's like it don't hit the same, like because the truth of the matter is you just doing some shit that like you telling yourself like, oh, if I had money, I could do this. But at the end of the day, you be fine with just getting what you get. You do be fine because as long as my bills be paid and shit like that. Like I never used to feel like I was broke, and that's what I did comfortable in doing. Like I had a Cobalt, nigga, and I paid that bitch off in 5 years, but I paid every single note on time. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Every note, all for
That shit
5
matter.
years straight. Like,
That shit matter.
and don't nobody. My mom was like, "Nigga, your brother and sister would never drive no Cobalt." You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you got to crawl before you walk. You know what I'm saying,
Nigga, I had a Fusion with 140,000
Like
miles
shit.
on it when I got it.
man?
Nigga,
You gotta embrace that
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? Just
You know what I'm
recently,
saying?
just
That's
recently,
crazy.
And you
just
gotta
recently, I
embrace
came
that.
off the lot with a 2024.
Yeah, for sure.
No miles.
Like
With
You know what I'm
cosign,
saying?
right?
Like, nigga, this
No
shit a
cosign.
journey. This
With
shit a no cosign.
Right,
This shit a
right.
journey, bro. Like,
Hell yeah.
and that's why I be telling niggas, like, bro, the story ain't never over, bro.
No.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
only
Like, you
elevate. You
define
only
your
get better.
destination. Like,
No
we
doubt.
all done been there, nigga. Everybody done been there when you had to get
Man,
that
you gotta
whip
embrace-
that you
yeah,
ain't
you
want to
just gotta
get,
embrace,
that
like, the
crib,
struggle,
and that
like-
area you didn't want to live in.
Yeah,
You had to
all
eat
that.
the food you ain't want to eat. But it's
Sure.
like, nah,
only
like,
temporary.
nigga, I can't, you know what I'm saying? Niggas can go, you feel me? Like,
Right.
And when I used to be in the warehouse before I came over to patient equipment, like nigga, when I had first, me and my nigga got an apartment, nigga. Like I ain't have no mattress, nigga. I slept on the air mattress for like a month, couple months. You know what I'm saying? Even when I be on the road, when I used to be on the road on the turbines, I sleep on air mattresses. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
To save money, like y'all, I sleep with fuck with my white niggas. They got the apartment with the rooms, and then nigga, I sleep in a air mattress in the living room and have a little Walmart table.
Yep.
$300 Vizio TV, nigga had my Xbox out there, nigga had the apps.
My
You know what
man.
I'm saying? Like,
My
nigga,
man.
you gotta know how to do the most with the least.
This is what it is. We
You know
all,
what I'm
that's
saying?
why I say everybody gonna be there at some
And I
point, bro.
ultimately, at the
Like,
end of the
Just
day,
take
when
your
it's
time.
all said and done, I'll be in a $500,000 crib. You know what I'm saying? Like, but none of this shit really be mattering though. Like, whatever you gotta envision for yourself, that's cool. But you gotta be willing to embrace every step, every level, every step of the way, like getting there.
Yeah.
It's just that every day you gotta be willing to be like, I'm just trying to get better, like 1% every day. But
As
I
long as
am
you're
trying
moving
to
in
move
that-
forward though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as you're trying to move forward.
I'm trying to move
Yeah.
forward though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm trying to move forward. I'm never, it's never. I'm never complacent. I'm never like, oh, this is cool. Nothing is cool, bro.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give a fuck if I was getting 10 million a year. Like, this is not cool. It's not like, oh man, I made it, nigga.
Yeah.
Ain't no fucking made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you got other problems.
It's still more to
It's
be
more-
done.
yeah.
It's more to be done, always.
Right.
I wouldn't
Always.
give a fuck how much I had.
But that's why
It's always,
that's
you know
why
what I'm saying?
niggas can sit here right now and
Sure.
say like, nah, like I'm really like that. Like based
sure.
off what I got myself out of,
Man.
I'm basing this shit off experience. This ain't got
Yeah.
nothing to do with
Bro.
ego. This
Got
ain't got
told.
nothing to do with,
sure.
with manipulation or none of that. This strictly based off experience, like I just said.
Man, listen, guys.
You got to
Yeah.
get a car with 140,000 miles on it, nigga. Nigga, the
To get
first
you
time
from
you
A to
buy
B.
it,
You don't got no credit.
to the point where you can drive off
You don't got no
2024.
credit. You don't got no
Yeah.
credit. What
Like this shit a journey. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't nothing. This ain't nothing to play with. But it's like you take care of your business.
you'll get there.
You stay consistent. You
You'll
gon'
Yeah,
get
you'll
there, bro.
for sure.
Like it ain't no doubt in my mind. You gonna get there. Like it's this like everybody
And
that
it's just
been there,
levels,
bro.
bro.
When you ain't
Yeah.
have like we talked about earlier. Like me and Fats was out there talking like nigga. Sometimes nigga back in the day, man, you would pay all your bills and have $70 for 2 weeks.
Bro.
For 2 weeks.
Bro, listen.
I gotta go to work. I gotta eat. You,
I'ma tell
you
you
know
like
what I'm
this.
saying? If I got some kids, like
I either was asking my peoples, then was a few different times, because I can count on both my hands how many times I asked my peoples. My peoples used to always help other people though, whether it was my siblings or my dad family members, my mom, they always helping somebody. So I knew once I left, and I left before both of my siblings did. I left when I was like either 20 or 21, I think. 20, I was just about to turn 21. I had just turned 21. In 07. And when I left, like, when I first got my first apartment, it was in the shit that's right by Eastern. What's it called?
Penn
Peninsula
Place?
place?
Okay, so not Penn Place, right?
Oh, are you talking about
not the
Eastern
one-
Highlands?
Not the Highlands. Hold on. Okay, so it's down the street from River Rain. It's at the light down the street from River Rain on the corner. If
By
I was in
Fletcher?
the top floor, I'll stay on the third floor at the light of right before you get to River Rain. Do you know where River Rain is?
Is that
Yeah,
the
you talking
apartment
River Drive?
before that little
River
plaza?
Drive.
I live
River
there
Drive.
too. Yeah, I live there too.
River
Yeah,
Drive.
yeah. I live
River
there.
Drive,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's the first apartment I stayed in when I moved out of my.
That was my
people's
first
crib.
apartment too. It was funny
Was
as
it?
hell. Yeah,
Not y'all MC through and through.
Hey, that's a different level,
Them
bro.
niggas
All
is
them
MC
scuts.
through and through.
Nigga, this be skunks
all
out there.
over the place.
You live there too?
No.
I was gonna say y'all niggas is MC
Yeah,
through
nah,
and
yeah,
through.
we should throw shit there though for sure. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Dog.
Yeah.
Yo, that's your first shit too?
Hell yeah.
That's the first place where I moved to and I lived.
This nigga helped me move in my crib. I ain't gonna lie.
That's
This
real
nigga-
nigga shit.
Yeah, I had to buy niggas a hot ready.
Come on, man. Come on, I had to buy niggas a I appreciate y'all. $5.99. It wasn't even $5.99 back then.
They was $5 out the door.
Five ski.
Hey, I got a hot and ready.
piece.
I got a hot and ready and some weed.
Come on, man. I
And
appreciate
niggas
y'all
was happy.
boys,
Niggas
man.
was just.
I appreciate y'all boys.
Nah, for sure.
You
That
know
was the
what I'm
first
saying?
spot. That was the
Bro,
first
that was
spot.
my first shit too.
Yeah, for sure.
But again, I left out at a younger age, and both of my siblings did, and I knew I could. Man, I had got into it with my girl when we stayed out there, and I had left out and was sitting outside of our apartment. I stayed on the third floor, the one that was right there. Like if you go into the patio, you could see the light right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That last one right there on the top corner.
Yeah.
And I called my mom. I'm like, man, I think I'm about to, if I go back in there, I'm going to hit her or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come grab me. She's like, your dad's about to come get you. And the nigga never came.
He said, nigga never
That
came.
was the sign. I swear to God, the shit stuck with me. Yo, hey, listen, I'm a nigga who, like, when I make mistakes, I do my best to not make it again. You gotta learn from it, right? Hey, listen, I said I can't put myself in this position again because ain't nobody coming.
Pops left you there for a reason.
Man, they both did. That nigga was asleep. He had to work. He got off at 12:30. To the point where when I was in high school, I used to be into it with him because, like, he'll be trying to, on the weekends, be like, oh, what's this your mom saying? Woo, woo. I'd be like, nigga, you better go get mom. Like, I don't even see you during the week. That nigga worked, nigga, he didn't get off till 12:30. I called at 3, telling her, like, man,
you want to know what he said?
Your dad about to come get you. That nigga never showed up.
You want to know what he said?
I learned.
You want to know what he
coming to
said?
save you, bro.
Like, nigga, I ain't finna get up. Nigga, if that nigga
Man,
do that,
she
that's on him.
probably tapped that nigga like, Ronaldo, come Brandon needs you to.
He like, nigga, I ain't
That
finna
nigga
get
was
up.
like, all right,
he like,
man.
hey, if he do that shit, that's
That
on that
nigga went
nigga.
And I sat out there, bro. I might have damn near slept out there till like it was time for her to go to work or something. And
That's
then went back
before
in
Uber.
that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no Uber.
Man, real shit though.
Ain't no Uber. Niggas had
Ain't
to
no
walk.
fucking nigga.
Niggas had to walk or pay somebody. Hey, I got $10 in gas
You know?
for you.
Niggas was
real,
for
though.
Or
niggas,
$5.
Hey,
You
niggas
remember
was
when
for
you could
sure
just get
walking
somebody
back
$5?
then.
Bro.
Hey, if I had to walk to the telly, niggas would take that walk.
For sure.
Hell
Niggas would
yeah.
take
I'd
that.
rather walk than fucking, bro, no.
Nigga, I done walked all over the place back in that day, nigga.
real
What,
shit,
nigga? What? No ride?
No, I'll never
I'll
forget.
walk, nigga.
When I went to Ipsy High, I had learned how to use the bus route.
Yeah.
And ever since I learned how to use the bus route, I asked my mom to pick me up. And she'd be like, no, you should take the bus.
Nah, for real.
Like, no, I didn't learn how to take
better
the bus
get it-
for
you
you to
better get
tell
on
me
that
to
I
take
feel
the
like
bus.
dog, I was just talking to somebody about that. I was like, nigga,
Yeah,
once
that
my
bus
peoples
game.
found out I
It
could
was
do the
me.
bus,
We was
nigga.
talking about
Yeah, I was
that.
like, once my peoples found out I could use the bus, nigga, it was over.
It was over.
You on the bus, nigga.
And you gotta take 2 buses just to get home. Like,
Nigga, I had
bitch,
to
just
take
come
the
pick
bus.
me up.
I had to take the bus to driver's training, nigga, there and back. Like, oh, you can take the bus, you good?
And you come home in one piece? Oh, hell yeah. No, you good.
Nah, bro. That's that
Nah.
generation, bro. That's
Listen,
niggas out
let me
here,
tell
niggas
you,
down bad,
the
bro.
day-
Niggas that hop on the bike.
You better
The
figure it out.
day, listen,
For sure.
the day I stopped riding the bus, I would never ever forget. I used to live in Washington Square. This was before I went to Western. And I was on the bus, and this lady got off right off Clark Road, by where Vaughn's used to be. They got off on that little stop.
Yeah.
This boy came up to this lady who got off the bus and robbed her. And I was like, oh, yeah, this is my last day.
For sure.
And I kid you not, I went and found a car a week later.
That's a tough
I
area,
said-
though. That's
Hey,
a tough
that's
area.
my last day.
I text my mom and my brother. I said, this lady just got robbed. I said, I'm not doing this. No. I said, this is my last day.
That's a
week
tough- that's a
later.
tough
week,
area.
2
You
weeks
gotta-
later.
you gotta give it a
I got
pass.
car. Hell no.
That's a tough area.
Hell no.
That's
Because
a
what if
tough-
that was me next?
Hey, listen.
Could have been.
Exactly. That's why I got a
get that
car.
whip.
2 weeks, a week to 2
Hey,
weeks
Willow.
later.
Hey,
The fuck?
hey, Willow Run.
We started look. I was on Auto Trader. I said, let me find a car.
Willow
I'm
Run.
not doing this.
Willow Run. Listen, man. It's a different.
Man, I saw
Different
that
type of
shit.
time
I ain't
on
never
that
seen
side of
nobody
town.
get robbed. I seen that shit. I said, oh, hell no.
Hey, dog.
Especially back then.
That's a different type of time on that side of town, dog. You mess around. Yeah, nigga, you for sure get robbed, get off the bus. Back in that time.
And I wasn't going to be the next victim. So I had to get a fucking car.
Nigga,
Y'all
you
got
was-
me fucked
Hey,
up.
you could have got robbed getting gas, nigga. Like, nigga,
I mean, you still can, but shit.
that little area
If I
over
can get
there,
back in my car and drive the fuck off, I'll be fine.
man. See, man.
Sudoku.
The Sunoco over there
the
on Clark?
Noco, the Noco.
They call it Club Sunoco.
Club
That
Sunoco.
ain't Clark though.
Nah.
That's not Clark.
What, Holmes?
Holmes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Holmes.
Clark.
Yeah,
It's
Holmes.
Holmes and then Clark.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Noco.
excuse me.
Holmes. Hey.
He said that's not Clark. That's
He said
Holmes. My
Clark.
man, shit.
Holmes Road. You
Holmes
feel
and
me?
what, Ford?
No.
What's
Nah,
that?
Holmes-
Ford
Harris.
is next.
Harris.
Harris.
Yeah.
Harris. Is that Harris?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Oh, close.
No, it's Ford Boulevard.
Ford.
That's Ford Boulevard.
Ford.
You
Bro.
right. That's Ford
No, it's
Boulevard, yeah.
not.
Yes, it is. It's
So
Ford.
it's Clark?
Harris is the next one over.
Well,
Harris-
fuck
It's
it. I
Harris?
haven't lived in Ipsy in over
It is?
a decade, so I don't know.
So that's Clark and Harris.
I just know. No, it's Clark and Ford.
That's Clark and
I'm about to
Ford.
map that shit.
That's
No.
Clark and,
Ford.
Holmes and Ford. That's Holmes and Ford.
Yes,
That's
Holmes
Ford
and
Boulevard.
Holmes Road and Ford.
And Ford Boulevard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that little corner.
Harris
Yes,
is up
yeah.
the street.
Harris is the next.
Where the Sunoco
Yeah.
and the Hungry Howie's is. That's yeah.
Yeah, that's Ford Boulevard. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm about to say it now. Hold on. 'Cause I did
Next
live
block
over
over is
there.
Harris.
I ain't
Oh,
go
yeah, it's
to.
Holmes and
I didn't
Ford.
go.
Yeah, it's Holmes
I didn't go to the
for
school or nothing, but I did live in the area. So
What,
you know what
Ipsy?
I'm saying.
Yeah.
What
Will Run?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, nah. I didn't go to the school, but
Yeah,
I definitely was there.
I ain't tapping.
I ain't got to the school. All my niggas did though.
I used to be
Yeah.
there all the time. I
that
lived
shit,
right around the
man.
corner. I used to go up there all the time.
Even
Yeah, no, it was
To
a,
football
it was,
games,
it
all
was
that
definitely
shit.
it was definitely a vibe for sure. But I was a brave.
Through and
That's-
through.
you know what I'm saying?
better
That's
stop
just-
playing.
Yeah, that's just what I did.
A
you
brave
feel
through
me?
and through. I was a little cheerleader.
Yeah, that's how I,
Through and through. I'm
I
a brave.
couldn't- I couldn't-
River rat.
my nigga said a river rat.
Right. Not you taking that with pride. I'm a river rat. Yeah, okay. But you a river rat, though.
Yeah, for sure.
You an Ann Arbor nigga though.
Right.
But man, I might be the most unscathed
You an Ipsy nigga, right?
nigga ever.
Little run nigga.
Ipsy.
Yeah, I'm from the town. I'm from the town for sure.
It's so funny because, like, I always say I'm from Washington. Like, I grew up in Washington Square.
These
but
people
my
don't. Some
first-
of these people don't know what we're talking about.
My first apartment.
No,
My first,
Y'all
like,
probably
when
know
I
the
was
green,
younger. So that's what I.
probably for sure heard of the green.
So I'm from the green.
We talking about that area.
So I'm from the green. I'm from the green. That's so funny, but not like the bad part. Like right in the front.
Nigga, the whole shit active. Tomorrow-
Sycamore Meadows.
I'm Sycamore. That's the green.
Nigga, once you get
Yeah, poster child,
listen,
like
bro.
the front part.
Once you get to MacArthur, you there. Well, fuck, what part of this shit you live in, nigga? You here, nigga? You know what I'm
Me
saying?
and my brother used to walk from Cheney to my granny house. The shit was crazy. It's good times.
That's crazy. Cause there's definitely gonna be some people that don't know what we're talking,
we're
about,
talking
You know what I'm
about.
saying? But I seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's been closed for a minute. Oh.
That's another thing too, man. You know, from
They put in a rec center?
I hate to get into
Down
this
from another rec
topic.
center?
I hate to get into this topic, you know what I'm saying, but I just need to shed light on it a little bit.
Come on.
We definitely have to get involved politically.
With the community.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying, with the community, because like you
Yes.
said, they sold Cheney to turn it into a rec center. So you gotta imagine what that's gonna do to the people that live
In the area,
outside of
surrounding
this.
area,
yeah.
Everything goes up. You know, so the things that your grandma may live out there, aunties or whatever, it's gonna change when you build a rec center. You know?
That's the crazy
And
part.
I know personally, you know, like my aunt just ran for for office, and I actually had one of my brothers, their mom ran for a position in the political field, and a lot of people don't vote.
No.
You know, like when you actually are like side by side with these people that put themselves in position to like try to help,
Yeah.
you find out a lot of people in the surrounding areas don't vote.
Yeah.
And in order for us to change the narrative on how we live and way our communities are
We have to
ran,
vote.
our programs for our kids, you gotta vote. You
Yeah.
know, like I'm not saying vote for a particular party,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to vote for the betterment, because it's like a lot of people in that area raise families.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not getting out and voting for the people that could potentially help your family, imagine what that's gonna do. Like you said, you tearing down Cheney Academy, that's a staple in the community to
It
build a rec
definitely
center.
is.
That's gonna make everything in the surrounding
But
area go up.
To build a rec center from literally the whatchamacallit is down Clark Road. What is it?
Yeah.
It's not a rec center, but it's a
I know you're talking
it's
about.
a community
it's
center.
yeah,
What's
it's
the
yeah.
difference?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, what
You
is
pretty
the
much
difference?
building another one around the corner
Around
from
the corner.
another one. You know,
That
like,
doesn't make any sense.
and that's what I'm saying. It's all about. It's all about
Of course.
capitalism.
That's what they do in Detroit.
So all them houses, the green.
Okay.
You gotta know what's going on out here.
The
Okay.
green,
Gotta know
like
what you're
you
up
gotta
against,
think.
man.
You gotta think
You know
about the
what I'm saying?
green. You gotta think about the green.
The kid.
It could become so. It could be that rec center being built can become so profitable for the community. Like I said, to make everything go up to the point that you may potentially think about tearing the green down.
And that's probably
Where them
that's
people
probably
gonna go?
next. That's probably next.
That is next. That's,
You have to remember, like
that-
that's literally that's history though. Like
That's
what they
more
do
of a-
is they build up certain areas of the hood of the communities of rough areas, and then they go down and they break other areas apart. So that's where hoods came
I'm
from.
gonna tell y'all this.
Because black people have to go
I'ma tell y'all
somewhere
this.
where it's cheaper.
Hey, if I had to pay, I'll pay over the top cheese to get them niggas out the way.
Of course.
That's just business.
That's what I'm saying.
business.
And that's
So-
that's why we gotta vote.
Yeah.
Because we up against business and capitalism.
Capitalize.
If we don't do it,
and that's how
they
business
gonna
work.
do it for
Hey,
sure.
That's how business work. It ain't no. I don't got no feelings. Like it ain't no sentiment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right, right.
It's
You understand what I'm
Facts,
saying?
facts,
It ain't no
facts,
sentiment
facts.
like, oh man,
Facts.
my cousin and moved.
No,
Nobody
they don't give a fuck.
about that. Nobody
Yeah,
cares.
yeah.
don't care about that.
Y'all niggas gotta
We
go
can
somewhere
capital,
else.
and that's what business is. It ain't no. And in business, ain't no. It can't be no emotion.
It can't
in there.
be.
This is a business move.
Mm-hmm.
How can I capitalize? It is capitalism.
Yeah.
It's not personal.
It's business.
It's not
business.
personal. It's
It ain't,
business.
it ain't
Yeah,
personal. It's only
absolutely.
business, man. This is a business move.
I don't know
That's
where you
where-
gonna
Me
go.
as a person in my core
And
values.
I don't care.
Hey,
I
in
don't
my
care.
core values,
As long as it's not
I
here.
would never.
You niggas ain't even vote.
It's business.
You niggas
know what
ain't
I'm
even
saying?
you niggas ain't even vote. I don't know where y'all gonna go.
Man,
So that's my thing. So that's what I used to tell people. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't
like
know.
I was very like adamant on not voting, right?
All right.
And I was like, yeah, they don't
done
care.
it
For the
for a time or
president.
two, I believe.
For the president.
I've been there too.
I was like, like, I'm not gonna vote because they're only gonna choose who they want to choose, blah blah blah. Because let's be real, like we know,
Yeah.
like it's shit
Nah,
that goes
for
on
sure.
behind closed doors. But one thing that I do emphasize for people is to vote in your community. For example,
Yeah.
Gretchen,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you literally have an example of Governor Whitmer.
Yeah.
Like she is for the community.
Yeah.
So when you vote for like your like inside of the city that you live in, when you do those little votes, like even though they might be just like for the community, they make big impacts. And that's what people have to understand. Like you have to make those votes for your community because this is where you live. These things are going to affect you.
sure.
The
Yeah.
president, as far as the president, like I don't know, like
Yeah.
I'm still gonna vote.
Yeah, no doubt.
But
Yeah.
it's just like, like at the end of the day,
I know
like, there's shit that goes on behind
it's more
closed
like
doors. So
where you at is the most important thing.
it's the
You know what
most
I'm saying?
important,
Like,
and that's what people need
that's
to
why
understand.
it come around more
Direct
often.
hit,
Like you
direct
vote
impact,
for the
yeah.
things in your community more than you vote for the president.
Exactly.
You
And
know, like-
just like people need to be more involved in like the school districts. Like people don't understand, and I think that's just like our community. Like a lot of things are not emphasized on how we should be involved in our community. Like if you go to like different, cause the school meetings, like the school district meetings, like you can go there and like you could cast like your opinions and like you could speak up and do stuff like that. And there might be somebody else that agrees with you. And then now you have like a team of people, then you could do like not a poll, but like you could do like what is it? Like where you get a petition. Like you get petitions and stuff like that. You can make changes, and just because it's like just in the community, like it might look like a little change, or it might look like it doesn't have really that much of a impact, but it can change so much shit. Like people need to understand, like in your community is what matters the most.
It's the
Because
most
the
important
presidential
thing.
campaigns, like people, they're gonna do what they want to do at the end of the day, and we all know that.
Cause I can sit up here and tell you, my aunt and like I said, my brother's mom, they both have very good intentions in terms of like what they want to do to help the community, and people just don't get out and vote for it.
Because they think it's the same thing as like the presidential candidacy. Like the
but
presidential.
the president is controlling the whole country. Like
The president does not control the whole country. That's the thing. They're the face of the country.
in terms of like the face.
Yeah.
They're the person that's in position to quote unquote handle the things that we
Right.
need to handle as a country.
Right.
But the community is always going to be what's important because this is where you got to raise
that's
your
what-
kids.
exactly.
This where you got to live. Like this where you got to work. This where you got to
Exactly.
pay taxes. Like
Exactly.
everything in this area matters. Like wherever you live at, the things in that area matter. So if you have somebody in office that's against what you want, or you know what I'm saying, for the betterment of the people,
They
it
get
only
their
becomes
vote.
harder. Like the only reason you can sell a building like that, a monumental building like that in a community, and turn it into a rec center is because people don't want to vote. So
Or
you,
it's-
so you can get away with it. Like that definitely can be like that could have been.
How about it could have still been a school?
Yeah, it could have definitely like
It could have been a
you
boys
cl-
and girls club.
and
Like it
it's
could have
like
been something that helped the community.
I'm not saying there's nothing against the rec center. I love to see what it turns into and what it could actually offer the community, because it could be something that
Positive.
could be positive for the community.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's another rec center around the corner that they don't even use. Not, you know what I'm saying? The way, like when we grew up, that rec center was getting used.
Okay.
You like we was there. Like
All the
that's,
time.
that's why I know what it is, and I
You
know
had
exactly
the
where it's
little
at.
basketball down on this park. You got the old
Everything.
people walking around.
So
Getting
I'm
their
just curious.
moms
I'm
in,
curious.
baby showers.
I'm curious to see like what this new rec center is gonna offer.
Yeah.
Because like I said, everything is gonna go up. So if you're gonna make everything go up, you know what I'm saying, the least you could do is offer these people something of value while they paying
Like
to
I
be
had
here.
free classes. Like,
Something. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like
To
something.
kind of get kids out of that violence and like kids need, like when we was growing up, you had the Boys and Girls Club.
You had all types of shit.
Like
We used to go
kids
to
need
camps.
to do stuff.
You had the camps at Ipsy High. You had the
Yeah.
camps at, like the
Like
football.
communities
the-
were involved, but I think that there's like a disconnection with, because like I said, you know what I mean? Like I was just like, oh, I'm not gonna vote. Like I'm not gonna vote. But like the presidential campaign, like voting for the president and voting for your community leaders are completely different.
Yeah,
and I
it's
don't think a
super
lot of people
different.
really understand or even like acknowledge that fact.
Oh, you gonna have to acknowledge it at some point because this shit gonna go up.
Absolutely.
So it's like if you have a problem with the way things are going up and the way things are being handled,
You're gonna have to
your
do
best
something.
option is to get involved in what's going on. Like,
Yes.
I mean, I cast my vote and I just
And that's
go on
it.
by my life. Like, I'm not saying I commit myself to politics because I don't.
I don't either.
Like I'm not sitting up here paying attention to everything and just super locked in like that. But when it's necessary, I do my research and I
important.
make the best decision based on what I believe in. So
People don't want to research.
that's all you got to do. You know
People
what I'm
just
saying?
go in and just circle, and that's it.
Now I will say though, from a democratic standpoint, things can be a little bit more current. Because I do feel like we base a lot of things on tradition. And I hate to get too deep in. I'm not trying to get too deep into politics.
We can talk about this
I'm
later.
I'm just saying in hindsight, like it's ways that we can get people more involved than what we're actually used to.
But you got to remember,
Like
what we just talked about. It's at the end of the day, it's all about business. We live in
capitalism.
a capitalism.
Capitalism.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's America though.
but exactly.
It's all-
it
America-
all
yeah.
started with. It all started. It all started with George Washington, like all the shit that
this is
he
another
has.
conversation.
Oh, another combo.
but okay, so basically what I was going to say is America, how America operates, the things that we do as Americans started because of our history. So America is built off racism. America is built off capitalism. America is built off killing. America
Conflict.
is
Conflict.
built off
You know
all
why?
of these negative things.
You know why? Because that's the nature of the white man. I'll take it. Listen, stop.
I ain't saying no. I'm not doing. Listen,
I
I
seen the look
agree.
in your eye.
No.
Do you agree? Listen, you know why?
No, I
because it
absolutely
goes back
agree.
to
The only reason I
let me
made
tell
that
you-
face is because of what we're
Yeah, I know. We're
this is
presenting. I get it.
Yes,
But
but
the truth is the
listen,
truth.
I agree.
We,
I definitely
as a
agree.
people, we not conflictual, right? Right? Fats? I'm looking at nigga. Listen, I don't give a fuck about what nobody else be doing. White niggas.
Hey, but we said it. But we
Bro.
said it though. But we literally
We
said
don't
it.
care about what
You
niggas be doing.
said you was at a white party and they said, "Hey, you can't be here."
Yeah, no,
but if
fact.
they came
But
to
you
our
come
party,
to
we
our
was like,
party.
Right, right.
"Hey, what up, though?"
got white niggas
Hey,
in this bitch.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
It's
We got
little-
everybody in this bitch.
Right, we might count them.
Anybody welcome in this motherfucker.
Indian, white,
Brown girl,
Chinese,
the Arab girl, the Indian girl in here twerking. Niggas in here freaking her ass, a nigga from the back and from the front. Niggas in here on her top. And she
You
get in
can't
here
do that shit
welcome.
at a white party.
She going.
But it
We don't
literally,
care.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Everybody
You
come
know what I'm
on.
saying? Everybody
If it's
welcome.
if it's some room, come on,
on, bro.
nigga.
Okay.
Come on, nigga.
Come
Straight
on.
up. Straight
You know what
up.
once it ain't no room,
You know what I
everybody
mean?
not coming
Yeah,
in. I don't
for
care if you
sure.
They
black,
come
For
with
white,
sure.
different
orange,
energy.
green.
Everybody come with different energy, especially
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a
And that's
fact.
the thing. That's what you got to know about America. Like the sentiment, like and just like the vibrations of the country, and that's what. Oftentimes, like it be a lot of shit going on where I'll be like, man, like that's because like you got to understand, like as a black man in America, like nigga, this ain't for you. This is their shit. The curriculum, everything you get taught when you come through these public schools, that's their shit. That's the white man shit. That's why it's so uninteresting and why it's so hard for you as a black man to really lock in and tap into this and really feel it and really want to engage and be something. Because what they teach you on a day-to-day with your mama and your grandma and your people's forcing you to really endure on a day-to-day is like, nigga, nobody gives a fuck about this. Like, nigga, they still probably talking about Christopher Columbus, nigga.
He never found America though. Like that's the thing. Like they teach the curriculum. It's so crazy.
Come
I taught
on,
my
bro.
Listen,
This is so deep, though. You got
listen. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. I remember
Bro.
I had learned that
Bro.
you know WIC was started by the Black Panther Party.
I believe it.
It's a fact.
I know.
I told my little siblings because the curriculum, like even when I was in school, they never talked about that.
Right.
They never talked about the goodness
Right.
of the Black Panther Party.
Right.
They just said the Black Panther Party was just all about like
Niggas out here,
violence,
right, it's just
just
static,
like we
straight
just going
static,
around
yeah.
killing mother. You know what I
Static,
mean?
yeah,
It was never
straight
like
number
that.
static,
The Black
yeah, for
Panther
sure.
Party was for the Black community. And I told my siblings that, and they was like, "For real?" And I said, "Absolutely." Like they teach, in the community, in the school districts, in the
Curriculum, yeah.
communities, the curriculum is to teach that Martin Luther King was this all high, like, and don't get me wrong, like Martin
Yeah, it's
Luther
not
King
to
was a
take
great
away,
man,
right,
yeah.
no, I get it, yeah.
But no, it's just like you can't say like this man, like they just had different things. Everybody has different ways to go about certain things that they want to
They don't
get.
teach you about Malcolm X. The
Malcolm
nigga who
X,
was really standing on shit.
but that's how you get things though, right? Like even though like, okay, you might hear the saying like you get more bees with honey. You
Right.
know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, if you really want some shit, that's why you petition.
Yeah, right.
That's why you go on protest.
Agreed.
That's why you do this. That's why you do that. You get what I'm saying?
Doing the work.
And sometimes it may have to resort to violence.
Sometimes.
And that's just
It
what
get
it
like
is.
that.
Because even with the white community, that's what they also did. But they want
That's what they do.
They want Martin Luther King to be like the face of the black community and just like shun Huey P. Newton and fucking Malcolm X.
The niggas who was
But
really.
it's like they were
Huey
really
P. was
about
standing
the
up.
shit.
He was standing up in his different than any
I'm
of the
like
niggas.
that. Like what you
Nigga.
what you just said just kind of brought like just thought me about something. I'm gonna say this before we end it. When I went to therapy for a little while at a point in my life, and my therapist told me 3 ways we all respond: emotionally, logically, and physically. All 3 are necessary,
Absolutely.
depending on the situation. So whatever you may face, you may have to physically respond.
Exactly.
You may have to logically respond, like, okay, like this get a pass. Emotionally, I might have to let you know how I feel. You know, so like all these things are necessary. Like
Right.
violence isn't always bad in every situation.
Yes.
Sometimes
It might have to
you
be
tell a
there.
motherfucker something, they ain't listening, and you gotta show a motherfucker something.
Right. You might have to show him. Okay.
You know,
and
like,
that's just what it is,
like, hey,
though.
I'm talking to you, but it's not clicking. So now I gotta show
I'm gonna have
you.
to put the buckle.
I gotta sit you down.
Belt to the ass.
Okay.
I gotta sit you right here, like, hey, nigga, you better listen to me, nigga.
Belt to ass. It gotta
You
happen
know,
sometime.
you know, so it's like, it's all like everything is necessary, and it's like sometimes, hey,
Yes.
you can only do so much talking before it's like, all right, bro, we
Before
gotta
it
come
gets to
through
that
and
point.
we gotta blow
Yes.
this shit up.
And
You
that's
know
where
what I'm saying?
and I feel like that's where processes come in. Like, okay, this is how I feel. You know, this is how I feel. This is how I feel. Okay, you're not doing anything about it. Okay, now let's protest. Okay, protest, protest, protest. We're not doing anything about it. Let's riot. Now you gonna do some shit
Now niggas
because you
looting.
tired. Yeah, you
Niggas
tired
burning
of
shit down. Like we done seen all of that for sure. You know, niggas.
Yes.
If you ain't listening, niggas will come through and
Okay,
fuck
so
this
let's
shit up.
riot. Let's fuck this shit up, and then now you gonna be like, okay, what can we do? Okay, now you hear me. This is what we want, and that's just what it is, like that. But
that's what we up
that's
against
what
anyway.
America is literally built off of. And then when like our community does it, it's just like it's no, like this is bad.
I use that for an excuse for everything, nigga. Whenever someone, I'm like, bro, it's America.
It is America.
It is America.
You didn't know what
You didn't
America-
lie.
You need to know what
nigga,
you
we
dealing
live in
with in
America, my
America,
nigga.
yeah.
Like, what you mean you don't want no money? You better get some money.
Okay,
You don't
'Cause
get
you
no
gonna be
money, nigga.
struggling.
Living in America gonna be tough.
tough as hell.
Cause there's a whole lot of capitalism going on, nigga. You better do something, nigga.
And don't be black with no money.
What?
Because it's even tougher.
You cook. We cook, nigga. You cooked. It's over.
Cooked.
You feel me? You up against
Niggas
capitalism,
is on
man.
the grill.
This shit is real. Like I said, you know, like get out, help your community vote,
Yes.
align with people who align with your vision, and teach these kids something. You know, like so we got to set an example.
Teach 'em facts.
If a simple vote, the shit take 10 minutes. A simple vote to help things in your community improve is always a positive. Never forget that. If you didn't vote this time around,
It's okay.
next
Always
time
next year.
around, you know, like just become a little bit more insightful because it's needed. Like I said, I have relationships with people close that have involved themselves in it, and it's not good. You know, like the decisions we making is not good. Let's get out, do our due diligence, man. Enjoy life, love your family, love your friends, vote, improve your community.
And be
Move
great.
your community
You
hands
know
on.
what I'm saying? Like become,
be great.
Stop talking about it and be about it.
Yeah,
Please.
because hey, that
You
part.
feel me?
Don't
You
talk
feel
about
Stop talking about it and be about it.
Big stats because
You know
if
what
you
I'm
don't, if you don't, I mean, you have no grounds to complain about what it is. You
Nothing.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know. So it's our responsibility.
Bless you.
Damn, bless you.
Yeah.
This nigga
It's
burping on
all-
the mic. Sneezing on the mic. Damn, what you gonna do? Fart next? I'm sorry, y'all. We being
This
serious.
nigga burping and sneezing.
I did though, bro. Let's take a kid. Okay.
I'm sorry. I just had to, cause damn.
Y'all
Nigga doing
niggas-
everything.
Dog, she said you burping and sneezing. I ain't never heard that. That's why it's funny. That nigga burping and
Yeah,
sneezing.
sneezing on this bitch.
Oh,
Damn.
man. All right, y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like I said, classic cultivation on the ground. Got this only one legs, Ariana, Tony Fast in the corner. We're going to see y'all next time. Shout out Ari to Barbie.
Yes, girl, we miss
You know
you.
what I'm saying? We miss you.
Man. What
Right.
the fuck is Ari, bro? Ari.
Ari!
Ari,
You gonna have to
Right,
Hey.
story
You're gonna have to
time.
answer for this, Ari.
We going to catch her next time, man. You know, thank y'all for tuning in.